So if you're poor, you're dead. Watch these Brits gasp when they find out cost of healthcare in the United States.
Here's a summary of the article.
Britons in a video released Tuesday expressed incredulity and shock at the high cost of healthcare in the United States and thanked the United Kingdom's publicly funded and administered National Health Service for sparing the country's people such exorbitant prices. "I've said it before and I'll say it again," tweeted historian David Walsh. "The cost of American healthcare is literally unimaginable to most British people, but if they don't vote Labour, they'll find out once the NHS is sold off to America's healthcare vultures. Brits can't fathom the barbarity of America's healthcare system. If they don't vote Labour, they'll find out once the NHS is sold off to America's healthcare vultures. They think it's great that healthcare costs a fortune and poor people die. I didn't realize how much free healthcare we got just off the bat," said the young man whose jaw dropped at the cost of an ambulance.
This post received a score of 24,797, with an upvote ratio of 85%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Try having a chronic illness like asthma or diabetes in the States. Breathing is just another utility bill for me.
I can't function without my medication. About a month ago, I got mail that my current insurer was going to more than double my monthly premium. It's such a kick in the face, and with how much of a hassle it is to shop for insurance paired with the fact that I couldn't work or even move much without my medicine, it almost feels like they're shaking me down because of my chronic condition.
That's because they are.
The sad thing is, they'll often think they aren't being ripped off. It'll be something like this. Yeah, medical costs are quite high if you don't have insurance, but I have good insurance so I only pay X for procedure, medication Y. But if you actually Google said procedure, medication, it's often cheaper outside the US, without insurance and in private clinics. It's like Black Friday deals that offer 50% off on a recently doubled price. Except US citizens often have no choice, and can't just go to an equivalent private clinic in the EU or Thailand.
I had an American commenter once refuse to believe that in Australia you'll get a local anesthetic for getting a tick out or a skin tag snipped off or when having an IUD inserted. He really thought it would be too expensive.
God, I wish my obgyn in Australia had used a local for inserting my IUD. Not claiming it doesn't happen, I'm just an Aussie in the US and I've seen some of the best and worst in each system.
They offered it to my girlfriend, was an extra $100.
UK doctor here. People have no idea how good they have it. Full course of cancer treatment including multiple surgeries, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and genetic testing for your family members, free. Enormously complicated birth with a child staying on NICU for 2 months, free. Get hammered and fall over and need some stitches, free. People treat the NHS and its staff so poorly. I love stuff like this because it gives the UK public an idea of how grateful they should be to the hard-working doctors and nurses that keep the whole thing afloat. I'd really like to see a rerun of the poster series from about 5 years ago that really clearly hammered in what sort of conditions you should first take to a pharmacy, GP, minor injuries unit etc. I had a low-speed cycling crash on black ice a few years ago where it really hit me partway through the treatment just how good we have it. Then X-rayed about 20 minutes later, followed by another X-ray a week or so later to see if surgery was needed. After about 3 months it was as if nothing had happened, and a couple of years later I had to really stop and think to work out which knee it was that I'd injured.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.